bones of our enemy.
Well, that too.
Well, sweetie, technically could. He's like, what? The other way. I was trying to work. There you go. That's right. She's like, I'm gonna let her buy. It's like I have to become whoever those people were. So if that guy's like an endocrinologist or something,
They're like,
Yeah, like,
sorry, I don't think I can become
okay, well that's there you go. That is a bridge too far.
Sorry.
All right, we should probably start the
Don't think I want to go back.
I do. I mean,
We're on pre-roll.
Oh, we are on pre-roll. I'm really curious about this beer. Lime. What the fuck's black wine?
Black one. I don't know. That's why I want to have
That's racist.
It's on the box, not me.
Blissfully, they're racist with live.
Now we can't trust them.
Black wine.
What's your black wine?
Their whole view on everything.
I gotta look up on the black wine.
This is sour.
Is it? Oh, it could be really sour then.
It's on.
Also not black wine. Oh, Jesus Christ. They are. Oh my God.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Dude,
Yeah,
we gotta do
they are kind of gross.
with them.
Not gonna lie, they're kind of gross looking.
Oh, we gotta do them.
They look like they bolted.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, you know what? The idea of making a drink of that is no longer.
Like they
What if you had like you were having a Halloween party or something?
Yeah.
So
wow.
is it a kite or is it a...
No, it's a dry line.
Cool.
It's kind of nasty looking.
I mean, I throw
Right.
those out.
So that would have, I always expected.
Oh,
I think sour.
Those are really gross looking, man.
The sour really comes through.
Well, I'm gonna bet. I mean, those are really nasty looking.
Most of the other stuff is dried away.
Putting a twist on it in cocktail.
You gotta try it. That's the drink though.
That's
Hey, but you gotta
That's
give
fine.
it. You gotta give it a sip.
Yeah, but something tells me you're gonna want the
I
half
want
anyway.
something else.
Alright.
All right,
No, man.
let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. Bird do it. Bees do it. Even educated fleas do it. Let's do it.
Hey,
Hi, how you doing? How's your week going?
What's up, you sexy beast?
Okay.
yeah, that is how it is. It's fucking
Tuesday.
I know it's on Tuesday.
Hey, move the couch over to that junkie club.
It always is on Tuesday.
It's really almost awkward.
You know, I vacuum.
Probably discuss the deeds.
Like,
Their
what?
time pertain to like my top. I know the top of the show. They why I want to talk about.
Oh, good. All right, good. Then hold the detail.
Awesome.
All right, let's do
There's
this.
some juicier details after that.
Oh,
I don't. I can only tell them so
Game.
much, you know. I don't know. It's weird.
Or Fred that game.
Or disappointed in the gaming world in any way.
Live from the 6th floor basement of Guys, Games, and Beer Towers. It's the guys that like to call themselves gray foxes, but we're really just old gray mares. What's great about that is the references are both dated. It's Guys, Games, and Beer!
Yeah!
It's double awesome. I thought of that on the way to work. I'm like, oh my god, that is so
It rides
awesome.
down.
We're old,
And
it's old.
and it's an old reference with an old reference. God, that's good. That's
Hey!
so we almost caused a black hole. We were on the edge of causing a black hole on this episode of Guys, Games, and Beer. People.
Won't be the first or last black hole on this.
I was about to say, are we on the edge of glory? Hole.
We've been there a few times too.
It was glorious.
All right, hey, because I'm dying to try this, Rob.
Yeah,
We should probably roll this.
This sounds sour.
Oh shit, we're actually supposed to like do a beer.
Yeah, we're supposed to do like
this thing.
this thing.
But wow, this is an interesting angle that we're at today.
That is an interesting angle. I'm good with this.
Bam, bam.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yeah, that's beer card.
That's beer card.
Look at it. You got the mic hanging down.
I know.
Kind of like that. It's got a nice studio.
Sure.
Almost like we're podcasting or something.
Almost. Well, this one does go up on the
Ooh.
podcast.
I have a new coworker that asked me, "Oh, you do a podcast? What's it
I'm
about?"
gonna say.
Oh God, no!
I'm
Right?
probably not gonna like it. So.
And I just
All
went,
right,
I don't wanna
I'll get
waste
you.
it.
I'll get you a glass,
Yeah, just pour me a little.
and I'll pour you a little off of this one.
I'm nervous based on.
I think we'll all pour you a little off of this one.
I'm
and he
nervous
just said,
based on the label.
I told him, "Oh yeah, it's
All right.
Quench
So,
ale. So is it? I have this now
oh, that
expectation
smells sour."
that this will taste like quench gum.
There's like 5 different kinds of
Like
lime.
quench gum?
Yeah.
is this
Yeah.
where you going with this?
Yeah.
Quench
So,
gum.
hey, Rob, what are we doing on beer court tonight? Oh, yeah. Hey, you know something? I gotta.
This is Sea Quench
I gotta
Ale
actually post something.
Session Sour by Dogfish Head. I like the name. I'm Dogfish Head. Arrgh!
well,
And he was killed by Dogfish Head.
well,
Blissfully
It's like an old
brewed.
sailor. Yeah, it's like an old sailor warning.
well,
Arrgh.
it definitely does smell fishy and sour.
Oh,
There's
no.
a-
No,
it was-
that is not a good thing.
Blissfully brewed with lime juice.
lime peel, black limes, and sea salt.
Oh, by the way, guys, take a look. Do a
Yeah.
Google search on black lime.
Yeah.
It is
Gross.
it is really just
That's a lot of lime.
that is a lot of lime in a beer.
So so anyway, yeah, sequence
So
ale.
what made you think picking up this was a good idea?
I
Rob?
don't know. I just
Have you liked too many of them?
I, just
Uh,
like,
it's
I
a-
like green.
it's
As a
a-
color.
It's a 4 point.
They do say it's a
Nine.
session sour.
Okay.
It's a 4.9. Okay.
Smells interesting.
That'll do.
So yeah,
Woo!
Dogfish
It's just
Head.
that it already smells spoiled.
Maybe
It already smells like it's been. I don't like sours though, so that I probably shouldn't talk too much.
I'm right there.
This
with
isn't
you. I don't like
this is gonna be a
sours.
rough episode.
All right.
I don't like
Maybe-
IPAs.
Bottoms
Look
up.
I'm just saying, I'm with you. So
Maybe.
He put
So-
the P in
Ugh.
IPA.
I'm not looking forward to this, but yet I'm.
If you hook a salmon by the gills, Dogfish Head comes after you. Arrgh!
I get it.
Oh,
You could probably do without the salt notes.
the after.
it's very salty. Very
'cause
salty.
I think
I
Um,
still mind the front
The
taste.
front part is okay, but it's salty at the end.
Is, God, it makes me salty.
No, that is really.
But,
Yeah.
but
One of the
I
saltier
remember when
things
I
I've
It's
been
not right,
People
but yeah,
drink.
it's not all that sour. It's not as sour as I
I
thought it was
celebrate
gonna
by
be.
buying the.
I
the
have a
Limerito.
weird.
Oh, oh
What
nice.
is it?
Because they actually did have like a salt
weird,
sort of like a
A
bite.
version?
Yeah, this is
weird.
I don't know.
My thing that comes to mind when I take a sip of this.
I think analogy is the right thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like
yeah,
I'm
but
eating
it
out a
could use some
mermaid
salt.
that has some
yeah,
problems.
just
On
like
the
a
edge?
little pinch of it.
Yeah, because it definitely gives you an
Yeah, some
aftertaste.
sea
You have
salt.
a
That's
cloaca
salty.
then, because she's half fish.
By the way, Larry, you'll be happy to know that I did finally
It's
put up the amber
It's
box.
not good.
It'll dry you out.
Yeah, that is
And
that is
I
exciting.
also got a show
Okay,
me your
well, that was
Tito's.
Okay,
Dallas looks
it
like he's
does.
enjoying it.
The
It's not
shock of
bad.
it
I mean-
wears off a little bit.
Like I
and
said, I don't really like sours.
I
though,
mean,
so
dogfish I usually don't go
there's
after.
very little chance.
Yeah.
I'm not a
that-
fan of sours, and this.
Well, this is interesting. It's a sour, but yeah, okay, so it is a session sour. I thought it was an IPA.
No, it's really light.
Oh, I love sessions. Yeah, I love sours.
It's
There you go.
I mean, it's
As
better
long
than I
as
thought it might be.
sours
I'm
are
gonna
good.
agree with you. It's better than I thought it
I
was.
was-
Sessions
I
are
was-
good. I'll drink them all day.
I was kind of hoping for
There'd be more
I don't know.
dogfish in
what's-
it.
Yeah. More dogfish.
On the charges of.
More
It is
dogfish.
kind of a light sour, so it's not like Warheads level.
Right.
No,
You know.
No.
it never should be anyway.
Well, we have had some sours
Yeah, we had that-
I have, yeah.
that are
Yeah.
that are like Warheads level, and I actually kind of like Warheads. So
Dallas.
They
That's
can be,
alright.
yeah. There are certain like ones, like I know there's there's a one company that makes Radlers that can be pretty sour.
a
but,
rattler.
I've decided I don't hate this.
on the charges of eating out a mermaid with a yeast infection.
Wow.
That sounds kind of sad.
That's just.
It does.
You've already been punished. I mean, to be honest.
Like I said, if it's a
yeah,
mermaid,
yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
still
sure she
how I
gotta
get
go
here.
So,
Well, hey, you can probably still get,
It's
you know.
one
It-
hole for all of the.
Depends which way your mermaid goes.
It's true. Could be a fish on top.
Yeah,
That's right.
Fish on top.
And if you had to pick one, that's really the one to go for.
I had to be fair.
So,
Depending on what you have to
know
do.
what you're in for.
Yeah, depending on how long you're in for.
Now that would have been
Hey.
the twist if Disney was remaking the Little Mermaid live action. But instead it was a fish on top
That
and a woman on the bottom.
That would have been
Much
so
better.
We're
different
not
of
talking
a
about some
story.
internet controversy that was strung up.
Okay.
It's the newest Disney princess.
You know, as you drink it,
mutant
it gets better.
It does get better.
It gets better.
You get a little
I think the
more,
salty, that first
Yeah.
hit is
Yeah.
really salty on the finish. That fades really fast
It
when you
does.
start doing a second and third hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like as pure as a session beer.
That's
and,
actually not
yeah,
bad.
It's on the
I don't like
lighter side.
sours.
I would
There's
go
very
much
little
more for
chance.
the summer.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not a
no,
winter
it's not.
thing.
It's really not a winter beer. This would be a great
not
summer
gonna
beer.
stand in the
It is.
Sitting
snow.
by
with
the
this.
side of the sea.
What's that?
Not standing in the snow with this.
No, you ain't
I
standing.
do love standing in the snow.
No, but
it's snowing
sitting
and drinking a beer.
Sitting on a beach in 90-degree
really
weather.
nice experience.
This would be really fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
kayaking.
Maybe that is.
Yeah.
Kayaking, be a good kayaking beer on a hot day.
Yeah.
Maybe
If
that
you
is
were-
where I'm not feeling it right now, is because it's not that, you know, really high hot temperature.
no,
where
no.
I want a sour
Which
temperature.
makes sense, but I respect it.
Yeah.
If you were ice
Because I go
fishing
for that beer service.
No, you ain't
and you're already drunk as a skunk, this might be a good lighten it up beer, because you'll get rid of that taste that you get from
Drinking all day.
lagers
All day.
all day lager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little fart shack.
I had it the other day.
All right, well, let's run it around. Party cooler?
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah.
All right. Party cooler?
I wouldn't grab many of them, but probably one.
All right.
Hey, that makes sense, yeah.
Nope, not on the party cooler.
No.
Not
Not
for
on
me.
the party
Not for
cooler?
me.
Party cooler?
During summer.
Yeah, you know something at a hot party? Yeah. Or,
I'd like a
or
lakefront
from a hot
there.
girl. One of the two. I'm grabbing it out of the
I
party
like
cooler.
I like it at the lakefront.
Yeah, no, this would be a good beach beer.
You could just smack a couple.
You know, we
crayfish
should
on the
test
head.
these
Yep.
theories at some point, and
Yeah,
one of our
just do it.
parties
We'll
back
do it.
to all-
throw
All
do an
the shit in
episode.
the party cooler.
and see what's left.
And we'll
at the
just
end of
sit
the
there on
night.
the beach.
Yep, there you go. All right, pub?
Not really a pub, but hear me out. It's going to be
Hear me
more
out,
of a
hear me
seafood shack or a seafood restaurant where you would want something on the light side like this that has a bit of a limey, salty tang to go along with this shellfish and seafood that you're eating.
Like,
I'm loving that idea.
You just
Actually,
took the
I can see it for a
stairs.
crab shack. This would be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Or a good oyster bar.
Yes.
Nice.
Like
call.
Yeah.
at the
I like
bottom,
that.
at
That's
the
good
bottom
there,
of
yeah.
a bridge in Boston.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, we've been there.
Yeah.
you-
All right, Larry, pub.
Yeah, I think I would. I
All
think I would order this. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Not that I'd ordered for someone else.
Fair.
Rob, how about you?
Yeah, this is some crab legs.
You see, I'm down to the right of the money. Yeah. Again, if I was at a seafood place, this actually sitting on a beach, big plate of oysters, and this beer, probably a pretty fucking awesome combination.
It's perfect
Raw
pairing.
or
is
boiled?
old- It's perfect
What's
pairing.
that? Raw.
Oh, God damn it.
Raw, yeah.
Gotta do this.
Yeah. What?
Not baked either.
No, raw.
It's gonna be another one of those beats.
Mhm. Raw
Hell
oysters,
yes.
Anyway, it's perfect pairing is Old Bay.
It's not in a
It would
rock.
have fit better.
Well, cold seafood anyway. That's what I
I
imagine.
just start brewing it with Old Bay. Make
Yeah,
sure-
right? Just kinda pour that right.
Just-
It might be in there.
Yeah,
Sure,
it
might
could be.
some
It
Old
could
Bay.
Or shrimp boil.
That-
Ooh,
ooh,
yeah.
yeah, but shrimp boil
That
would
would
be
be
bad.
amazing.
Yeah.
That paired with that.
All right, let's go ahead and take a vote on this one.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm okay with it now.
Okay, it's kind of a split decision on that.
My first
I,
reaction was not positive.
like
but
I said,
after a few
I
sips,
am
I was
though.
pretty
Like it could be
happy.
the best sour in the world. I just don't like sour.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fair.
not a sour guy either,
Yeah.
but this is fairly light
Yeah.
I
sour.
think you're pretty
It's a
sour.
lot lighter.
Oh, I'm very. I got life. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sour as can be, but.
It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
it
was-
is. It's a session. So
I,
you know,
no, I
it's
was
like a
more
session.
concerned about how sour it was going to be, especially after looking at those pictures of the black lines. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Who? That's one of those things that's like, who thought that looked appetizing and I should use it in
Desperation.
anything?
That's right. All we have are these dried out old black limes.
You think
but
we
we're
can
starving. And then you eat them and
Let's also give them a couple points for actually printing the fucking label on the
A
beer.
real can.
Yeah, on the can.
That's
Instead
What?
of
I
just
can't
having
rip it off? No.
Yeah, instead of just putting it on a sticker.
I don't mind the vinyl on
No,
it.
if I had a red
You guys
flag.
are really hard on that. I don't know.
If I had-
I don't like it. It's a sign that you don't trust your beer. It's a sign that.
switch
Maybe
it
next week I'm
You know
gonna
what?
call it something
We're
else.
gonna
But
turn
it's
That
something
could be
else
any
out.
generic beer.
You know, it's
They've been
really-
selling it as 6 different
But it's
things.
really
called
just a sign that like
pee-pee, poo-poo, brown ale.
flexographic printing is very expensive.
If I had a
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a sign that you're not confident in what you're selling.
But
But
I don't know.
if I had a review,
Bill drew up a
flag.
flag.
I think about 3 years ago you said a completely different thing about the stickers on the can.
It's quite possible. Because we were
Let's
sticking
put
them on the
tape
wall
on
at the
that,
time.
Larry.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure you even took one off
The
and
editor
put it
would
on
have
the
to do
wall.
it.
All right, Judge Rob, let's pass verdict on Sea Quench Ale. It's a session sour from Dogfish Head Brewery. Where are they out of?
I don't know. We decided it wasn't Wisconsin.
I don't know. I don't think it's Wisconsin.
I don't see.
Oh, there's actually a long description on the box.
Oh, there we
Should
go.
to that.
Wow, there is a really long description.
Yeah, we're not gonna
They're
bother
out
with
of
that. Don't do
Milton,
it.
Delaware.
Oh, that's not too bad.
DE, Delaware, right? Yeah, Delaware.
Denmark.
Delaware.
Yeah. So,
Detroit.
out of
I mean, there's
Delaware.
not another state, is there?
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Appearance, golden straw. Aroma, bright and tart with notes
Oh,
of lime
no.
zest.
Well, you don't. I don't like notes.
Yeah, I know you
I
don't.
was just glad when it just
Food
hit.
pairings. Oh, wait.
Okay.
You hit it right on the money. Food pairings. Steamed mussels. Raw oysters.
Oh,
yeah.
Grilled chicken, or ceviche.
Chicken, yeah,
Ceviche would, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see with that too. All right,
Yeah.
Judge
That's
Rob,
fair enough.
pass verdict on this beer. See, I knew it was raw oyster beer.
Yeah. So, on the charge of being full of bullhead, I find you guilty and sentence you to.
Drinking.
That's the Wisconsin state fish. That and the gar.
I used to catch
The
them.
gar is the.
I used to catch them with just a hook.
Oh yeah,
They were
bullheads.
so stupid they would just eat a
Bullheads
hook.
are dumbass.
What
fish.
was the one? When I was a kid, they wanted everyone to catch them and kill them right away.
Bullheads.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking? Is that what that
Probably.
is?
Bullheads.
No.
They were like invasive.
Gar.
Gar.
Oh, garfish.
Yeah, garfish.
But they were.
They're bad.
They've been
Yeah.
here since the dawn of time.
I just
Yeah,
feel
but
like when I was
not
a
in the
kid,
Great Lakes,
I feel like when I
and they kill all the other fish.
Like
They
when I was
do,
a
they're
kid
violent.
in the early '90s, it was like a big
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
My dad's a big fisherman.
Yeah,
Larry.
gar.
If you caught him, you want to smash
That's right.
their
You
head
don't
and
throw
kill
those back.
No,
Because
you
they
never
kill,
throw back.
They kill everything else in the lake.
Oh Christ!
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at them.
And the problem was they're
They're
being into
awful.
all the small lakes.
Ah,
So, it's one thing when they're in a big lake, but when they start getting in all these little,
sure, yeah.
sportsman's ponds, it was
Alright.
like, whoa, no, because they are
Sure.
just, they're like you said, they've been around for fucking ever,
Mm.
and they're terribly
There's
aggressive.
a reason why they survived the crustaceans.
Exactly it. Exactly it.
They're bass. Yeah, this one time.
If you've ever seen a gar, they are a Stone
Yeah,
Age
they're
looking
bad.
fish.
Yeah.
All right, now
They have a
they
big
Long
underbite with a
spout,
big.
lots of teeth.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, they look like little dinosaurs.
They honestly do. They look like swimming dinosaurs.
So one time we were fishing, and it was like a whole row of people fishing. Nobody was catching anything. We'd been there for about 3 hours, and then all of a sudden, I felt this tug on my line, right? And it's like all of a sudden, "Rrrr," and like everybody's looking. It's like, holy shit, so we caught something. So I'm like reeling, right? And it's fighting. It's gonna be big.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be big, and I'm pulling and pulling. Everybody's like, and then I pull it up, and there's a cheer. They actually cheered, and then, ooh, it was a gar. It was a gar. It was that.
No,
Yeah,
but you were
that
successful
demon
in helping to rectify
I
the
suppose
situation.
Probably why there's nothing else in there. That fucker probably ate it.
I suppose like you don't want to eat them, right?
No, they're not good eating.
Disgusting.
They're not good eating. Again, that basically.
No, but you
why
do
they
wanna
killed
kill
them. You just took
But you
them out.
wanna
You
kill
killed them.
them.
Yeah.
Do you
Because-
throw them in the woods for the raccoon?
Yeah, throw them up in the woods for the raccoons. Again, they are not.
Even raccoons look at him and go, "Oh,
They are particularly nasty fish.
ugly, spiky, yucky fish."
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're not pretty.
no, they are not. Hey, well,
Well, we really just.
yeah.
This is a fish.
There's
You're
There's
right.
some
I feel
gar
like-
lover
I
out
was
there.
sitting
that's
here
like,
thinking we're kind of circled anyways. I kind of feel like we need a fishing ice
Oh
fishing
yeah,
pole and an
we'll
ice
drill a
hole.
hole here in Rob's floor and do a little ice fishing.
talking our loser fishing story.
I don't know about like using this as ice.
Off
fishing,
somewhere in
though.
Escanaba
That's
in the
more like
moonlight.
porn.
I have not ice fished in
Robin
probably
is pissed.
God longer than I
Potato,
know.
2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Have you not seen Escanaba in the movie?
No, I have not.
Ah.
We used to do it at we used to go ice fishing at Graceland Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, knock a hole in the water and you catch a bunch of bullheads.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Rob, what are we actually doing besides talking about fishing tonight?
Oh yeah, it's
Memes.
We're coming up on.
Oh, yeah.
What, you got a meme up?
What the hell's
You got
wrong
meme up?
with you?
Well, I didn't see a meme before.
You
I
need
did
your
it, so I was
meme.
letting you off the hook.
You're weakly mean, or else you'll die.
Yes, there you
That's
go.
actually possible. Hold
I'm
on.
dead already.
Oh, you gotta post it.
Inside.
Same. I'm a
Inside.
vampire.
Inside.
Oh my god, this is gonna be rough.
It's gonna be I'm trying to hit
Guys.
with like the dankest memes. I mean,
It's gonna be.
Thank you.
I'm try. Okay, I go to I
Alright.
scour the bottom of the barrel for this shit. I did promise you.
Okay.
I go
The
past
bottom of
the
you
brain
promised the
places.
bottom
I
of the
don't
barrel.
understand this meme.
Oh. No.
Good.
How do you,
Good.
It is probably for the best that you do not.
You're innocent.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, hold on a second. It's coming. I blank it so that it gives you a moment to just get into it. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. The reveal. There we go. Oh god, this is so bad.
It was last minute.
You can read that one.
Okay.
That one you can read. That's
Okay.
it. I cannot.
Yeah,
You want me to
I don't
read
know
that
about
one?
that.
Yeah, I lived it. So.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to read it?
Oh yeah, you need to read it.
5-year-old me. Please stop. It hurts. My uncle.
And there we go. Oh, that's a rough meme.
I don't know about all that.
That's a rough
Makes
meme.
me- Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a no for me, dog.
You don't have to approve of the meme. You just
I
have to
know.
recognize its
Oh, I
meaning.
recognize this meaning, all right. I just.
Yeah, you just have to
That's
recognize.
just- I don't.
Now, that's one deep meme. That's a deep cut
that's
there.
A deep cut.
It is.
It's the best ones kind of just leave you silent.
I don't know. I like the ones
Roughest
where
one.
you like laugh and have joy after you read them. Not
Yeah,
the
I
ones
mean,
that make you feel dirty.
Have you heard of shoving?
I mean, my
yeah,
uncle-
well, yes.
my uncle did. So you
Sure,
know,
right,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All of our uncles did.
Yeah, it was a,
What?
That's why it's so
What?
relatable
That's
to
it.
me.
That's it. We're out.
We're out.
Put a fork in it. We're done. No.
Good night,
Hey,
everybody.
speaking of putting a fork in it and being done with it.
All right, so
That was
this-
a party foul. Oh.
So this is kind of a Thanksgiving Day tradition for guys, games, and beer, and that's it is this year's turkeys, the bad games or gaming trends that have harmed you throughout the year, and we do this in campfire style. So we
Yeah.
go around in a circle. So Dallas, you're up.
You really want me to go first because I'm really going. It's not so much a ramble; it's more structured than you think. Because I actually did a little research into
It's just
this.
structured, right?
Well, then go with it.
Okay, this is really important, and everybody should really consider this, whether you do VR or not, because this does affect you, especially since everybody here has a Facebook profile. We talk about big turkeys this year. I'm going to be honest. Looking at the biggest turkeys this year I'm looking at the trends that have been annoying, but they seem to be going away. Like the efforts to bring up NFT and cryptos in games, like they're kind of shying away from that
Thank
at this
goodness.
point. They're crashing.
Yeah, that's crashing out.
Crypto's crashed, so therefore they're pulling that away from video games. It seems there's being some more accountability for game companies at this point. That's being addressed, unions and stuff like that. I can't really complain about like other consoles. However, VR it's a very interesting landscape. The games that come out, they aren't as numerous as the ones that come out on other platforms, mind you, but they are interesting for the most part, and most of them are very good. Like I've encountered some titles even from last year that weren't really advertised and surprised me. For example, I'm really grooving on Song in the Smoke. It's a caveman simulator. You play as a caveman, and it's pure survival. It's very
Okay.
arcade-like. It's very mainstream, like streamlined. It's very fast. The guys who made it, they seem like they know what a VR game should have, and they're on Discord. I talk to them all the time. You can talk directly to developers. They're right there. And that's what I kind of like about like some of these VR games is that I can talk to the developers on Discord. They're right there. This isn't like when I was a kid when I could only learn about video games through a magazine or write letters to them. Like I can talk to them and actually get feedback and ask for feedback or ask for help with issues and stuff. So that's great. However, it's been for the average consumer who doesn't, even for someone who's just a gamer on other consoles, they're like, when you ask them about VR, have you thought about getting a VR headset? They don't know where to start in the first place, but the Quest 2 stands out. It's advertised everywhere. Facebook got that advertisement money, and they can push it out and say, look at this. It's a great piece of kit. Let me tell you, it really is. Like, it's not as fidelity-wise, like visual fidelity, it will never be at the level of like the other headsets, but it compromises by being completely wireless and even standalone on its own with applications like that load up on it that you can buy and play on it like a phone, because it uses the same phone like Qualcomm Snapdragon technology.
Right.
But here's the deal: that this is all wonderful. They're great. It connects directly to your computer, like with AirLink and some other applications running in the background. It's like I'm right there on my computer. I can hang out and
yeah, and you can actually work. You can literally bring up a virtual desktop. And
I actually do, and I do that constantly. I'm in VR chat and hanging out with people and talking, but at the same time, I have my computer floating in front of me, like accessing my desktop and coding and painting and working with clients and stuff like that. It's like I work in the metaverse, which is the vision of a certain somebody. He must not be named, but I'll probably name eventually, because I'm getting drunk here. But so here we go. And to someone who's actually putting people off of not only playing the shit, but investing in it. VR is on a very thin wire right now when it comes to the market, because it's very meticulous. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to put on an uncomfortable VR headset. The Oculus Quest 2, as long as you get some third-party accessories, it feels like butter. I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty good on my head. It's balanced out.
But like you said, that's with third-party accessories.
That's not consumer friendly. Like, you have to do your research and know what you're going to get in order to make that help that balance that out. And not everybody's going to do that. However, Zuckerfuck has a vision of everybody buying these. I'm not going to lie, they're not cheap. They're the cheapest on the market, but they're not cheap. These headsets, and then working, not only playing in them, but working in them. We're going to put on these headsets and we're going to go to the metaverse, and it's going to be so awesome because only he's done the metaverse. Nobody else has. Ever, never, never, never. Even though I grew up back since 2005 or 2006, I've been playing Second Life, the metaverse.
Yeah, thank you.
That's honestly, I'm going to be confession time. That's how I met my wife.
Right.
And it's one of those support games I've ever played. It's the metaverse. Yes.
Nah.
Absolutely. She's very cognizant of the fact that, we connected. So
Give me a Second Life. So for those of you who don't know, Second Life has been around since 2005.
Yeah.
It is
I've been there since the beginning.
Right. It basically allows you to create your own online entity.
Yeah.
It's not a goal. It's not a game. It's an actual place of existence.
Yes, it is. It is. It's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like it's more than a game. It's like, you look at it, it's a virtual chat program. It's very heart, it's very heart and soul. It is. It's kind of like IMVU. It's another metaverse. It's like, those are the two applications that are big at the time. I was like, ever since like high school, college, I was playing that shit. And I was like moderating servers, and worlds, and like playing on role play servers and stuff like that. Playing Vampire the Masquerade with people, like LARPing with them and shit like that. Like, I was there to, I watched the rise and fall of worlds and servers and shit like that. Like, it was a big fucking deal. Like, I eventually withdrew away from it to play other games, and here comes VR chat. Here comes VR chat, and it's like, I hate to say this, and this is this is a personal hot take, and I hate saying this, but it's the most important fucking game I've ever played. However, it's gone through its own changes. It has its own controversies this year, where they implement a new security system to keep out hackers, and on top of that, but the other side of the sword is like preventing people from using modded clients. This is the thing.
Can
is
we
that
please just start going back to calling them script kiddies? They are not hackers. It's an
They're
insult to
script kiddies.
hackers.
Yeah, they're script kiddies.
They are.
Every
and
person
they,
that's
they
been
cite-
called a hacker that I've seen is not a hacker. They are script kiddies. They're buying a product and then they're applying it. That is not a fucking hacker. Hackers were called hackers.
They
and
do,
we used to
'cause-
build shit.
How it works is that they wear hackers would wear these avatars that would have code within them that would crash shit and do
Yeah,
chaos
problem is they
and
would
stuff like
buy
that.
it.
Which happens in Second Life because you can actually carry weapons that literally crash servers and
Right.
stuff like that. Just the same shit, different smell.
So,
Well, yeah, it's like. So here's
That's what they call hackers now. They're script kiddies.
yeah. So Second Life kind of dumped. The VR chat, yeah, the mods who actually, the developers who made that, they went with easy anti-cheat or something like that, which is very controversial. It is. Pavlov VR uses that. We still have crashers and stuff like that. They brought back features, but the biggest thing here, and this is what Mark Zuckerberg, this does tie around to what I'm talking about, what he will never consider is that it took away the ability for people to mod in clients that allow deaf, blind, and dumb people to play VR chat. Because you have mutes.
But they can play
people
pinball.
who literally can't talk.
right.
Yeah, they can play literally pinball in the game. Yes, exactly. Yeah. They
So,
use
now
the
does
science
that
and
go
stuff like
back
that.
to the problem
Yeah.
of every company being obsessed with having to centralize their servers instead of allowing people to run their own like we used to in the old days? I mean, I realize the
So,
thing is,
yeah,
if you
so-
wanted to play a hacked server, right,
Well-
you could just go on a hacked server.
Yeah.
If you wanted to play a fair one, you'd go on a group that you knew had fair servers,
Right.
or an official server.
Well, they still exist now. Official servers
Right.
versus.
Yeah, but you can't get onto them. You can't take an Xbox and just jump onto somebody's hacked server or somebody's.
And you
software
can't
server.
do it, yeah, but you can't do it now. You can't do
Right.
it now with VR chat because they modified it. They use this easy anti-cheat. You cannot use modified clients anymore. However, they still made the effort to bring back these features that were in mod clients to allow deaf and blind people to actually play this game and muted people to play it. They're back. They can do it again. Good job.
Good job.
And
on
brought
that,
brought that. However, they are dancing a fine line, especially with their investors, when it comes to a big shark in the water, or a big retarded shark, which is Mark Zuckerberg and his metaverse. Because, bonus meme time. If you want to pull it up and put it on the screen, I did share one more
Aha.
quote.
Okay, you got a bonus me tonight, guys.
Hey, that's
Piece
not
of
bad.
And
toilet
it's,
paper.
it's topic related.
Oh yeah, there we go. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta switch over. Wherever the hell it is. Wherever the hell it is.
He's not a human being. He's an alien.
Well, yeah,
That's
I mean,
kinda true.
he's an
He's an
insect.
alien bug.
There he is. There he's a.
So I want to let you know. Look at this. This is what the metaverse is. It truly is, and this
Well, it-
costs $36 billion.
It's the Wii.
It is.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know
mean-
shit about it, but it looks like
A me.
freaking weed.
Think of what it's like. That this is the advertisements I've seen recently on TV. I don't watch TV per se, but when I walk by TV, I see these ads coming up about
And they look like
the
this.
metaverse. They look like this. I'm like,
It's the Wii.
this is. It
That's
is.
what it
It's
looks
like.
like to me. Yeah.
It is. That's what you think. You look at it, it's like, is this a children's educational program? It's like, it's very
But he's
uncanny.
could have introduced legs.
Yeah, but here's the thing, deal. So you have these floating torsos, and they're creepy and uncanny as fuck, and they're very
Oh my god, it really is a me.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
Jesus.
me's. It's the Miiverse. It's the same shit. Always a metaverse.
Well,
He
Nintendo already
thinks
did
he's
this.
doing something new. He took our $36 billion and it's like, let me show you something. Something you can buy at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
It is exactly that. And
This-
then he's going to bring in legs. He brings in and does a demonstration of him and some other chick of avatars wearing legs and jumping up and down. Well, here's a couple things. First of all, that was fake. It was staged. That's something he's not actually
The legs
doing.
walked
That's
right out
still
of
in
the room.
development. But
They
he
just
said
were
oh
standing
yeah,
there.
that's exactly what's coming. It's not. He says legs is hard. He literally said that.
Oh,
Legs is hard.
Just like a fifth finger is
Wow,
hard.
I play VR chat. Okay, mind
You
you.
better watch it.
People not only have
You're
legs.
nailing the Simpsons here.
They not only have legs in
Family
VR
Guy
chat.
too.
They have full body tracking.
Yes.
full body tracking, where it's like pucks and trackers you can put on your limbs to actually dance and use your legs and arms and shit like that in virtual reality and stuff. He doesn't, and people are like, wow. I mean, people are like, okay, I'm sorry. People are like, well, why doesn't he acknowledge VR chat? Why doesn't he acknowledge VR? Don't give him fucking ideas! Because this dude's an insect, and I imagine somebody with an insect brain would immediately see VR chat and go, oh, I buy that. It's metaverse now.
Yeah, don't kid yourself.
So there's two problems, and these are base problems here, and probably across the world, to be honest. Number one, people mistake rich for intelligent and handsome.
Well, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, when you're rich enough, you get surrounded by people who are too weak to tell you you're being fucking stupid.
It is.
And we're seeing this. People are the richest they've ever
I was
been.
discussing this with my wife earlier.
Ever been in this country. And they're stupid. My God, look at Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a dumb man. He's been dumbed down by the stupid field that he surrounded himself around. Because everybody's afraid to tell him you're a dumbass piece of shit.
Yeah, sycophants.
Well,
Right.
you know,
Because he said,
Oh,
I'm
President Camacho.
I can still,
Dr. Camacho for president, or President Camacho, yeah.
I can
So-
still kick you in the nuts from range. I can get you, you son of a bitch, and even these things up. I don't care if you're. What are you gonna do, sue me? What are you gonna do?
You know what, though?
Anyway,
I think,
So-
I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're right,
Now there
but
are gonna be people out there that
I was
think I've done
thinking about this
business
'cause
with
we
you
do
and
this
haven't
every
seen
year.
the movie.
and to be honest, I think the trend has been better the last year, and I've probably bought more games this year than I have in years
all
prior.
the games themselves have been
and
good.
and I have not been disappointed, and I felt like I got complete games, and they weren't they weren't crashing on me, and
You
they
have to
you know.
immediately download like 10
You're
packages.
right. I didn't have to do any of that. Everything just worked. You know, even
you've been doing indie
Right.
things.
yeah.
You haven't been doing.
Well,
the
and
indie
I know
stuff,
I've been doing some major production, especially with the
Well, here's the thing.
Quest.
This is what
very
ties
much
in.
enjoyed the Quest games.
Is
that
I
got.
update that
Cool.
son of
Like,
a
I
biscuit
don't
every
care,
time I
like-
start it.
Here's the thing. Once you put on the headset, even
Just
if
did
it's
yesterday.
Quest, it is so cool. Especially when you
Yeah.
first try it. It is so
And
fucking cool. You're
and the
like,
games have
I
been
have
great.
a VR headset. This is something like we tried back in the 90s, but it failed. This is something we tried back at like certain times, but it failed. Now I'm like, okay, I pay as much for a video game console as this headset that is not only standalone but can connect to my computer. It's like I have VR right here in my living room, like affordable. It's like right here. Yes.
Okay, so-
However, it's like we come to the point where Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sorry, but Mark Zuckerberg, $36 billion down the fucking hole to like show something that looks like Legoland,
Yeah, and I
pissy
didn't pay
ass,
attention to that.
nay shit. That like
Yeah, it's
you
not
shouldn't.
like he made the
but
thing,
it was
you know?
going on with his
He's
investors and consumers in general is that they are looking at this and they're paying attention. They're like, should I buy this for my kids Christmas? This looks stupid.
I
Like,
think
why
Star
should I
Wars
buy
did a
it?
You
fantastic
brought up an interesting
job.
point
There,
earlier.
Yeah.
And I want to go
They're
back to
really
this.
good.
So,
and
this is not
at
the
the
first
Galaxy
time
again?
a market product
Awesome.
has failed. That's actually a good product.
Yeah.
So I'm going to compare it to, like you said, VR is, I think we're right, on that razor's edge.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It is.
It's kind of
I think the
reached.
Quest 2 is failing it.
No,
No, not at
the
all.
Quest
Yeah,
is
it's
fine,
a beautiful product.
but-
yeah.
I mean,
It-
it is agreeable that the content coming out for it is a bit slow.
Thank you.
And
It
I'm
can
really
be.
surprised.
Because it can be hard to develop for VR.
Right.
Like,
So, but
it
it's,
doesn't-
yeah,
yeah.
but it'll
I
go
don't
the way of 3D movies.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's it.
Remember,
And I-
for a
and I
while
do-
there, everybody was making a 3D
Yeah.
TV.
Exactly.
and I do
3D
have
trend,
a
that's true.
tendency
Thank you.
to pick the eventual orphan in the
Thank
room.
you.
But the
Oh.
yeah, but you know, I don't know. I think the overall the VR experience has been great, and the Quest experience,
Which
has been
should
great.
be once you get a
And,
headset. You own
the-
a headset, you can easily say that.
But are you
However,
saying-
Yeah, like
are
with
you
the-
s- are you-
for anybody else who doesn't own a headset, it's like, would you get a headset at this point after looking at the riffraff and the bullshit?
After,
What's been going
so, Dallas, are you saying that Zuckernerd's
He's-
metaverse is making, like, because VR can
Becoming
exist
bad?
without the
Yeah,
metaverse?
well,
So are you saying that because the metaverse looks so shitty and it's operating poorly, and like now, like women have reported being sexually harassed.
Right.
That's just turning people away from VR in general. Because
I'm sorry to say, look at the way these journals, it's sensationalist. Like the way you look at these headlines, like for example, women getting groped. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, especially for journalists, it's like it is very sensationalist, and they will write their articles about it.
Of course they're going to,
especially game journalists, and like it's actually sadly it's taking that trend. And actually, there's some prominent YouTubers I watch where they're very concerned. Like, look at this. It's like
that turkey is not on Zuckerberg.
$36 billion down the fucking hole to
yes
bring
and
something
no.
that like,
if you're in a game,
if
you're in a fixed game, there's no such thing as that happening. But if you're trying to create some virtual world,
right?
Yeah, well, still, I mean, that's still not on Zuckerberg in a way, you know. And that's on the people
Sexual
who show up.
if he's making the world, he's right.
The world exists.
I do love it.
This world exists.
Right, but he's making himself God of that world, and he's got to write the world.
And here's the thing: is that the people who are left at his company who still work there is that their player count is so low that they're actually obliged a certain amount of hours per week. Each employee has to jump into Horizon Worlds.
really,
Yes.
wow.
And actually play it.
But you can
And
own
watch
a
the
Quest and not go in
And they're the ones who are
World.
sexually
Right, but the problem is
sexually harassing
that.
you, and
But
that's the problem.
Dallas
It's supposed
brought
to be
that
a
up.
working headset.
It
All the
is the
sucker
face of
clones.
VR,
Right, it is.
and as the face of VR, it's not a good face
But
It's
for
his
VR.
flagship. It
I
comes
don't.
for free.
wait a
Who's the
minute,
It's
though.
right
idiot
there
who
on the
thinks that's the
headset.
face
Yeah.
of VR?
For
VR's been around for quite a while.
No,
I've
no,
I've never
but
even
Rob,
looked at it.
But here's
Rob,
the problem.
you can't see the forest through the trees, bro. Like anyone who is not a gamer or into it, like you are or these guys are, thinks VR. They think Mark.
in some
Do
ways-
you really
Yeah.
think that non-gamers are gonna buy this shit?
Well, the Quest
it is.
the Quest
it's
has
like-
been successful in a lot of ways, and it's sort of brought people into buying
Right.
a VR set that may not.
So
have
it has
Right,
Pac-Man.
you bought it.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time.
You wouldn't have bought an Oculus.
if I was
setup.
still strapped
you wouldn't
to
have bought
something, I'm
you
out.
wouldn't have bought the Vive setup because that was a lot of.
Yeah, we're
rigmarole.
not doing it.
But
Right,
every
right.
time something new comes out in gaming, it's everybody all screams, "Oh, sexual harassment! Oh, this is supposed to be the end all of everything." It's not.
No.
It's just the same old shit over and over again. It's just another genre of it, and people are
Here's-
crappy.
here's the
Start
deal,
kicking
though.
them out.
Well,
that's it.
All right, but that's Zuckerberg's
That's it.
He's got to write the rules.
That's all they gotta do.
and
Look
But
what
that's
you started.
everywhere.
I've kind of watched.
No, it's fine.
I've
This is
kind of
my
watched
fault.
this ebb and
Oh,
flow.
what you started.
It's,
But wait a minute, we watched this ebb and flow. Eventually, first you had just an Oculus account. Then it was forced into a Facebook account, but then they backed out of that and allowed you to have an account without. So it's almost like they realized their mistake, that direction was not the good direction.
maybe
to
they
go.
should just
So-
maybe they should just kick out people who act like shit, like they do in every other public space.
Well, that's
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe they should quit making it so that we gotta live with all these rules
But-
and walls
you're
and
entering,
just saying.
but because it's not, because the metaverse, probably not all the other things that I can't speak to, but the metaverse, if he's creating like this town square for you to live in,
Right.
then you start entering into the same shit with Elon Musk about what is or isn't a free speech. Whatever.
He can
Look
do
at
whatever
what-
he wants.
look at
I'm
what
just
I
not
got
gonna be part of
rejected
it.
for.
Yeah, I
today.
agree, and I think
Because he
that
expects
should, but I
people
think
not only-
that's where people are
And
gonna.
not only
by the way,
there, but work
push
there.
back
There's
against
no
it.
expectation
He
of
he
free
expects
speech there.
he
In
envisions
any other
us.
places, I said it when
I agree.
when liberals controlled it, and I'll say the same thing when
I
conservatives
agree. I'm
do.
just saying
I
that's
just
what-
have the right to leave and not go. He can't sit there and whine and bitch.
He
I know
certainly
this went on
does.
the
This is
Twitterverse,
why it ties
but
back into
He
him.
cannot
Yeah.
sit there and whine and bitch because people are leaving his platform because he ran it toxically.
Yeah.
Okay, I do not want to support a platform
Well,
where
and
he
I-
treats his employees
Right,
like that.
I think
Oh.
Meta
You know?
actually realized that
Why would I
sooner.
support that?
Did
Right.
you
It
hear
kind of
about
made a
how
change.
he fired the guy that was in charge of the door
He's
locks?
a dumbass.
And then fired a
That's what I'm
bunch of
talking
people,
about.
and they're
You
locked
can be as
in
smart
the
as
garage.
you want, but becoming rich can make you stupid.
I've
They
seen
are,
on
yeah.
Reddit,
It
dude.
absolutely does,
I've seen
yeah.
people who are getting their passwords reset by Elon Musk. Where
What a
like
dumbass.
they'll get a message and it's from the verify, it's from and he's like, and it's like whatever 1 2 3 4 5 6, and they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm just doing passwords tonight. I reset yours for you. You requested it, right?
Idiot.
And he's like, yeah, and it's like you're a billionaire and you're doing doing like an intern's job, you fucking moron. Like,
You
what
are-
is the matter with you?
I bitch.
People are screenshotting it and sharing it. That's fucking
I will bitch. I will
But that makes them
bitch.
part of the people,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
I will bitch when I put a
It makes him a
jack
bad businessman.
together.
Makes him a
Because
bad businessman.
if I take an hour
here's-
doing a jack, you
here's an
just paid
interesting
like
thing.
$50 a fucking hour to put that a jack
Right.
in that you could have just done for $5 if you just would have bought the goddamn cable.
And
Yeah,
this is the
here's
problem.
Elon Musk, richest man in the
His
world,
degree?
fucking
has been
resetting
proven that he
passwords. My God.
Well, he's an
What an
apartheid
idiot.
profiteer.
What?
I mean, everything about
Yeah,
him
And
is
this is
fucking
why
fine.
it's tying back
I'm
into
like-
something where it's like if you like
Everything
people
about,
probably
like,
have been wondering about like what
He also didn't create
But this is
metaverse is.
the
and,
problem
like,
is-
yeah.
people that
Elon
create
Musk himself is not dumb, but
No.
he is a human being, and the problem is he's surrounded. He's made it so miserable for everybody to be around him. All he's surrounded with is the stupidest fucking
Well,
people who are allowed.
sycophants. That's
I
all he
think
wants.
there
It's like,
is-
and
They
then
won't
people
tell
who,
anybody.
no,
I think-
not just that, but something my wife brought up with Elon Musk is that he's having people there. The people that are left, most of them are people who are there on work visas.
So this year's turkey, if I'm hearing you
That's
right,
people who
is
literally
Elon
cannot-
Musk
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
It
Mark
is.
Zuckerberg.
We may have.
it might be.
That may be the
We may have
trend.
stretched
It
that
might
out a
be
little
because
bit.
I'm.
It's people that, you know, like when I got a Facebook, you
Yeah.
had to have a college
yes,
email.
I do. Yeah, I
and it
remember
was
that,
literally just a web page created so that you could rate how hot your
Yeah.
classmates were.
Yeah.
And
Or-
now we treat Mark Zuckerberg like he's this fucking genius.
Oh, no, no,
no.
But it's like he
When he
just
was
made a
question-
website that you could rate
I
women
know,
on. That's
but-
all
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
what he did.
But when he was questioned about
He
that,
literally
they-
made a
he was
lighter
asked-
version of Grindr.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When he was on that, when he went to that Inquisition or wherever it was, like when they asked him, like, did you make Facebook do this? He goes,
thought it
oh
was
no,
to fight
it
about
wasn't
which was the
Facebook,
best
it was
Star
another
Trek
website.
See,
I
but
made."
that's how what it became. Originally,
And that was
I
such
was
an
on
eye-roll,
Facebook
yeah.
so early when it was so young that it was literally just like a
We
stupid
know what the
page
term
with
Facebook
pictures.
means, right?
Yeah.
And whatever
That's why
happened.
it was
It's
fake.
basically every college
Well,
website has a Facebook. That's
it
what
was
it was.
fake.
Like when you
Oh,
look
right,
up
right,
the
sure,
student
sure.
directory, you
Okay.
have a student directory.
MySpace
and
people
each
are
student's
censored.
directory
Yeah, I mean,
profile has a-
and that's the thing. It was basically MySpace. It just had
Yeah.
a standard interface.
Mhm.
He literally beat them by being more bland.
It is.
Right.
That's true because
Yeah.
MySpace got out of hand. It's like we
Good
love the
old
features of
Tom, though.
MySpace,
He
but it was
just
too
wanted to
much.
give us,
It was
those
too
memes
childish.
Now with, I think it's Tom from MySpace, where he's like, I just wanted to give you guys a website without destroying democracy.
That's
All
All
right,
right, oh
so-
no,
I
I'm
mean-
sure he's getting his dick sucked right now. He's fine. Like,
Tom,
yeah, Tom,
everybody's first friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all right, let's wrap this
Let's
up.
wrap this up.
Okay,
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. Yeah, let's wrap this
Yeah, that's
up.
fine.
Okay, so let's wrap this up here. I'm basically going to say this is that the state of VR. Okay, in one way, if you are someone who owns a VR headset, yeah, it's pretty cool right now. Like there's some games that are coming out that are just like fucking cool, especially if you have knowledge to modify games. There's even games where you can. I'm not gonna go on a tangent here. I swear, it's just like there's even desktop games you can modify that run on VR that look like they're native VR. VR is fucking cool. However, as a consumer, I'm just afraid of consumers being turned off by this.
I
and
just have
therefore
never been in this
draining the
metaverse
money,
you're talking
yeah.
about. I have an Oculus. I play it all the time. I just have never felt the urge to go into that place.
And you don't have to. Not many people do.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
is
right.
that
Good.
Mark Zucker motherfucker is. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I have to say it.
He can
He's
take his
someone-
dumb app and shove it up his
This
ass.
is a man who is doing MMA training right now, and this is a man who has bodyguards. Why? Because of people like me. Because he knows, like, after the atrocities he's committed and the bad shit he's done the past few years to, like, our country and humanity as a whole is bad. And he wants us to live in the Matrix, essentially, as pod people in these dystopian headsets, looking at this weird, I'm sorry, just garish-looking cartoonish bullshit when, like, the metaverse has always existed. I'm sorry it's
Well, at least
existed in
the
some
steak
way or
tastes like a
shape or
steak.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
I
yeah,
like that we've
I'm
covered
just
5
hoping
different
that...
things now.
Yeah, overall...
I'm a
I-
mastodon now, so I'm done with Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'm not overall. I hope people can give VR a chance.
Every
'Cause if
time
they do,
they think of the
it will
band.
get better.
All right.
Like, it will improve.
I still
He's
think,
on
but
Mastodon
I'm going to
now.
go back to your point. I still
Yeah.
think you're right. It's on that edge.
Yeah.
Where it could.
I'm worried.
Where it could go away with
It's
3D
just a genre.
television
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
it is.
It's just a
But
genre.
so is
Everybody
3D
wants
TV.
it to be this
The-
messiah.
The
It's
problem
just a
is though,
genre.
if
I mean, it's not a genre.
I
it's
play
just a-
VR
I
more than
realize it's a
anything right now.
platform.
I looked at my
That's all
hour.
it is.
I looked at my
It's
time
another
count.
platform.
I've been playing this. I had this headset for the past 2
It's
years at this
cool.
point.
Don't get me wrong. I love it. But it's
Yeah.
just another way to play games.
Yeah, I don't think it's that thin.
I think it is. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't
For
think
me-
it's. There's an awful lot of development.
People see it. It's a big word of mouth thing. If people see it, then they want it. Nobody shows up. Nobody goes into the Zuckerverse and shows them
No,
that.
they
piece
show
of
Beat
shit.
Saber.
Right.
They show them Beat Saber.
Right.
Everybody goes into Beat Saber and then they buy it and they want it and they buy it. That's
Right.
it. That's why it sells. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with Zucker's stupid crap. Let the rich guy spend
but-
all his money.
but you know what
care.
they don't
Saber's
play,
awesome.
and they should.
Especially like when
it's
you
the
like
fishing game.
when you're some normal
That's
average
true.
retard
There's
walking up
two-
to this headset
I
you
got
put
two
on,
fishing
you know,
games
at like
I
a
love
game,
on
especially
that.
for example, like when we're doing that, you know, at a Midwestian Classic at one point with, you know, with Jim and stuff like that. It's like, you know, offering a headset for people. My wife was like, "We need to get a headset," and it's like, yeah, sure enough, like get this. Like Beat Saber's fun.
Person
Yeah,
after
I don't know why,
person,
yeah.
you know, they want it once they see it. It's a great product. But again, you
Zuckerberg
you
is
think
blowing
it's gonna
it.
knock out 40 years of Pac-Man? Fuck no, it ain't. Sorry, people still play Pac-Man today. It's not gonna knock it out. It's not gonna replace
Really
it.
Oh no, it
It
never
might play
was. It
Pac-Man
never was
in
meant
there.
to. It's meant as a genre.
But
of
it's not.
gaming.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna replace it, and I think that's the problem. People expect too much out of it.
They do,
put too
but
much-
well,
they
they actually it's
stacking
going
what's on it.
beyond what we expected. It's doing stuff that I thought
It's way
like I
better.
imagined as a kid what would happen in VR. Like, you know, like I'm sorry, like I'm
I
not
think it can be
complaining about the
physically
state. I'm not complaining about the technology's development at this point. Like the games I'm playing and shit like that. Like for example, like Green Hell VR. That's a survival game where you're out in the Amazon. You know, it's very super realistic. You know, when it comes down to the mechanics and the graphics and everything, to the point where like it gets to the point where like you forget you're there. Like you're forgetting you're in reality.
All right.
So to sum that up,
At the end.
the turkey is metaverse.
Yeah, it is.
Which is a turn.
The
I think that's
Mark
fair.
Zuckerberg.
Oh, there
I'm
you
sorry.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
There
Alright.
you go.
All right, Larry, what do you got for
I mean,
turkey?
as I mentioned, I actually don't have very much. I think-
You've been very happy with
The
this.
I've been
turkey
very
is he got
pleased.
nothing to bitch about.
Yeah, no. So then now it's like this Thanksgiving dinner. Like the games have been
It's
great
not been a
this
bad
year.
year for games.
The games
Exactly.
have been good. The games have worked. I've enjoyed them.
There's
They
some
were
great titles. This
right
year.
amount of like some people might. Some better players than me might complain they're too short, but they're long enough for me.
Right.
As I
It's not 60
very
hours,
pleased
you know.
with the gaming world this year. I am.
I
both
hate
in-
that too.
In video games and board games, there's lots of good kickstarts out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The kickstarts have delivered.
Yeah.
Very pleased.
Waiting on my copy of Guns and Treasure.
Guns and Treasure. I got Distill on the way.
No, that
Where I can run a
that was a good
distillery.
game.
So
All right. There is some pumpkin pie with an extra helping of cooler
Yeah,
on top.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
exactly.
All
Yeah.
right.
Nothing wrong.
How about you? You got any games that you got this year that were absolute turkeys?
I
Or
have a
trans-
3-year-old, so I haven't turned on a game system.
Oh, you should be bitching about like kids games, man. Because some of those are
Yeah, wait a
obnoxious as hell.
minute. Did she play any games that?
Get
just
Baby
annoyed the
Shark
crap
was
out of you?
very disappointing.
Baby Shark.
Well, we played games like chase me around the house for 4 hours straight. I mean,
How's that game going for you?
That makes me want to kill myself. But,
Yeah,
so I guess that's it. I need to. Daddy needs to sit down. I don't know.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of that.
Right?
So, but no,
Yeah,
I
you need a
haven't
gaming
so
chair.
much as turned on a game system.
That's
that
sad.
I can't even tell you how long. So
That's sad.
that's all I got.
All right, Jake, what do you got for me?
You're gonna have fun at Brown Liquor Christmas though.
Yeah.
Games, so.
Battle passes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fucking
Yeah.
battle passes.
So
So
that's
that's
the
along the
problem.
same line, but yeah,
That's
I'm with
still
you.
an issue.
Because Overwatch 2, when they came out with it, they replaced Overwatch 1, and they just opened up all your chests. I didn't have many, but yet they just opened them all up and gave you coins for all of it. And now they have it be where you gotta play a certain amount of hours to unlock characters that you might have wanted to play, that you liked playing before.
Right.
And it's like, hey, do you want these new featured skins? You either gotta buy gold coins. You can't have, the normal coins that you just earned. You gotta buy gold
Special
coins,
coins.
or you gotta buy the battle pass to unlock it as you play. What
I do-
happened to
I do like the
fucking loot
90s
crates?
character scenes, the
Yeah,
little
I-
booty shorts.
Could
were
get
like-
anything.
Yeah, we were
Could
complaining about
get
loot crates.
anything.
We
I
were
haven't,
even
I haven't
complaining
played
about
that
loot crates at
style
some
game
point,
in a
yeah.
while, but
I didn't like loot crates, but yet
They're okay.
I
couldn't
was
go-
okay
used to
with
be-
the randomness.
Yeah,
Overwatch
wait a
is
minute.
loot
Okay.
crates. Overwatch is one loot crates. I can't really complain. I mean, like
Okay.
they're cosmetics.
My
at the
problem
very
was
most.
with
Like,
loot crates was, yes, I could get anything, but I also felt like they really put like the best stuff. I saw the layout for Overwatch they had of the like seasonal legendary stuff was at, I think it was 0.02%. That's fucking bullshit, but yet that's still a percent that I
So,
can
I have a question. So in the past, and it was been a complaint on this show, but there was some. It used to be that it was time or money. If you just play the game
Grind
long enough, if you grind it up,
All right.
you could eventually get
So,
stuff. But you could buy your
You
way.
just
to
get dig
certain
right into
shit.
my complaint.
Evidently we are.
So
Sorry, we're
It's
I'm
apparently
gonna
Can't
carry
fire.
over to it.
So we're
I
gonna
have
get
to
some.
carry over
We're
to
gonna
it.
get some reactions.
Number one, I want to say how dumb are fucking reviewers and the Call of Duty community, but other communities as well. But Call of Duty's leading the fucking way on this shit. Okay?
Dumb.
They bitched and
Don't
bitched
remind
about
me.
Call of Duty World War II.
I got away from that
All right.
shit.
But if you ground enough, you can get a lot of cool stuff. You can get like neat, like character stuff, and you can customize your character. So they're saying, oh, it's much better now. So what's much better? $20 if I want to be G.I. fucking Joe? Snoop Dogg, $20 fucking with one gun and a pattern. That's ridiculous. I paid $70 for this goddamn game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, what's really sick right now is paying full price for a game and then having them try and hose you for another $20 for one
That's
character.
unbelievable.
Hey, you know where that started?
Bro, you,
Oh,
On the
$20
Quest.
is $20 is the
Bring it
generous
back
one.
Bringing it back
Because
around.
guess what? Overwatch is Overwatch
Wow.
2's battle passes.
What?
To get the basic level battle pass, it's $25. But if you want to be able to get the get it where it unlocks stuff quicker and
Right. The multiple tiers I've seen in other
Yeah.
games too.
There,
Besides Overwatch.
there is the battle pass that they really are trying to encourage you to get is $40
and by
per
the way,
season.
wait a minute. This is plus the battle pass. If you want to get some cool stuff along with your character, or a gun, or maybe some nice layouts, or some nice blueprints for your guns. A blueprint, by the way, being how you get a custom gun now. You gotta buy the battle pass too. So you not just need to buy
Yeah, the
your
character.
Snoop Dogg. You don't want to just
You know
buy
what
a
I'm
Snoop Dogg.
hearing?
You need a
I'm
battle
here to
pass.
buy
to go with them.
indie. That's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
So you're $800 in a stupid game at the end of the year, and now they're on to the next stupid game. And I guess what's most insulting about it, with especially like the Call of Duty series, where unlike Overwatch, it plays like shit. Its servers are so broken. I literally
The only redeeming thing
It's-
that Overwatch could come out with for that is what they're promising of the PvE. I'll start playing Overwatch 2 again when they bring the PvE back.
Yeah, but their servers actually work. Call of Duty, I play Halo some on my handheld, by the way, wirelessly, and I will play Call of Duty on a wire.
Right.
Okay? Between the two, Halo I've seen lag twice.
Yeah,
In
Halo.
all the gaming I've
Halo
done.
servers are really good.
Call of Duty, constant. Every other game. The best way, if you're starting to do badly, like in a series of games, disconnect and reconnect. You might get another server and you'll do better. That is not how gaming is supposed to work. And it also isn't supposed to be when you pay $60 for a game, pay to win.
Yeah.
The only reason why they will not let Call of Duty Mobile go onto their desktops and onto everything else, why they're actively blocking like M-class processors on the Mac from doing it, is because nobody would buy another Call of Duty. Why would we ever pay $60 to play Call of Duty when I can get Call of Duty Mobile for free, have more maps, and then only pay $5 for the same skins I'm paying $20 for on the other game? By the way, I'm not paying $5.
So mobile really.
I am like
is,
so standard G.I. Joe.
So would you say
Mo-
mobile?
Call of
is
Duty is
smooth enough
way better
experience?
game. It's a way better game. It's got better maps because they just
Yeah.
used all the classic favorite maps.
Right.
The game itself has fairly fair matchmaking, but hell, I didn't pay for it. What do I care? If it's
And that's
right?
the difference,
I didn't
right.
pay $60 for it to
Right.
skip.
To sum up my
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, do you feel insulted that you're paying for a battle pass plus you're paying for the network to be on after you pay for the game?
I'm not buying a battle pass.
Yeah.
I
You should.
they were like, hey, would you
There's
like
enough
this
to buy
battle
40
pass?
there's
And I
enough
went,
to play $40
there are
for it.
skins on here that I'd like, but you know what? I'm not paying $40. I'm not paying
After I bought the game.
I'm not paying $25 for this
Yeah.
to exist only a season, and then you making me buy
It's like a
another
microcosm.
pass.
It's like a microcosm of how people talk about inflation. It's like there's not normally 8.5% inflation accompanied with record profits. So it's like you can complain about like, oh well, things are expensive,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, things are getting more expensive, but also I bought a $70 game and then you asked me to pay $45 extra for this other fucking thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So which is it? Is it
Yeah.
actually inflation or is it greed?
You're
and
just
profit?
being-
Just a little greed profit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
They gave me the game for free. Oh, but fuck you, I'm not
I
paying
mean, I'm
for
okay
it.
with it. To be honest, I'm better with it when I didn't pay $60 for the game.
Yeah.
Like Halo.
Right.
I
Free?
bought the single player just because I wanted to play
Oh.
the single player.
Right.
But you don't have to pay for the game. You can
No,
actually
the game
play
is
it.
free and it plays beautifully free.
All right, so you want me to buy a battle pass? Okay, you're paying for your server costs. I'm fine with
Right.
that.
Right.
Where did my $60 go for Call of Duty exactly? Where did it go? I've got generic G.I. Joe and generic G.I. Joe. Oh, I got G.I. Jane. But I'm going to have to listen to a bunch of people bitch about that because it's not historically accurate. Meanwhile, I'm healing myself after being shot 30 times behind a fucking tank. But still, that's not accurate. But anyway, misogyny.
you wanted realism. I feel like
You
Call of
know,
Duty was never the.
I'm male. I'm as misogynistic as anybody. But for God's sake, really, does the misogyny have to be so damn obvious? Does it have to be so? We hate Call of Duty. It's not accurate because women are in it? Really? That's the inaccuracy? You think that's the insult to our troops? Not the fact that you stab yourself in the chest while you're running at high speeds after being shot 30 fucking times with an LMG and you're healed? That isn't insulting?
Oh,
We've turned your life, your living hell, into a game that we're playing with a joystick and calling each other homos on.
Oh.
And that's the insult. The insult is that women can play. I'm not like a super feminist or anything, but come on!
Rob, I gotta bring up a point that Shoddycast brought up on when they did the stim pack. Where are the shitty pants?
Into a game. Like
Because if you were to stab yourself in the stim pack,
shaking.
where do all the
turned
bad
into a
cells,
game
the
that
dead
we-
cells,
We really just-
You're right.
to your ass?
I mean, that's
Where are the shitty pants?
That's great.
Also,
I
Looking that in
just wonder
you,
how
that's
bad
cool.
things have gotten that I'm a crazy,
They've gotten bad.
that I am like on
Spoiler
the
alert,
far
they're
left
real
of
bad.
that opinion.
Yeah, they're real bad.
That's a far
They're
left
real bad.
opinion, really?
They're real bad.
That people maybe want to play a character who's like themselves.
25 million people tune into
In a
Joe
video
Rogan
game.
3 times a week. Things are real bad. Real fucking bad.
Yeah, and they're just not hoping for a headlock
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
You know,
I
that's the worst
I
part
don't
of it.
mind paying for stuff if it's good.
Not one
and
damn
I don't
headlock.
mind- I don't mind paying for, the unlock everything if it's a high enough price and I find it to be worth it. I've done that on some indie games. And they went by one time of going, hey, we know that you paid for the unlock everything stuff, but we could really use $2 more for the extra stuff that
Really
has come
start
out.
shooting at a guy that's
Yeah,
walking out
and I
with a
went,
thing with a
you know what?
boombox.
This game actually has proven that these things are worth it, and I'm willing to support them. I will give them the extra money, but make my money be worth it and let me know where
Also,
it's going.
I always thought, and it's been years since I really was into Call of Duty, but I always thought that the
That's
people
changed.
that wanted it to be real, that's why they played Battlefield, because Battlefield was always way fucking harder to
Yeah,
beat.
yeah, it's much harder.
Like
I
love,
like that game, by the way.
I like Battlefield 1 And the World War I game is
Oh,
like one of my
that's so
favorite
good,
fucking
right?
games
That game's
ever.
so good.
That game fucking rules.
Game's
World
so
War
good.
One.
Hey, World War
Oh,
One,
yeah, it's so
and
good.
it's like it pretty much tells you at the beginning of the game like you're
You're
gonna
gonna die
die a lot because World War One was
Fair
fucking
lie.
awful, and
It does right in the
it does,
tutorial,
it
yeah.
tells you at the
Yeah, I
beginning.
think it's pretty
It's like
clear.
in an effort to make this as realistic as possible, you're gonna fucking die a
You
lot.
know what? I once
Don't feel
I
bad.
once asked somebody like, it's funny we got all these movies around World War II, but very few movies around World War One, and I wonder why that is. And the person told me, you know what? Because everybody walked away with it going, boy, did that suck.
Yeah. No one really. Even the winners were losing.
cheery tales.
Yeah.
Tom, what was your turkey? Let's
Let's
They
wrap-
have laser sights and call it. They got laser sights in Vanguard. They have laser
He's not
guns.
done yet.
I've seen people running around as the Predator, and I've also seen the Terminator melt in front of me after I shot him.
Right, but the problem is the women.
But the problem is that's not very realistic.
All right, I'm gonna wrap
That's
this
really
up.
unrealistic.
The good news is after all these wide-ranging turkey topics,
I'm so
I've got
sorry,
a very
guys.
specific one.
All right.
You guys know I love Warhammer.
Yeah.
So Warhammer had an RPG come out. Storm. Oh God, no. God, I only played like once or twice because it was really that bad.
There's so few
Stormground.
There's so
Right, because you were playing Vermintide?
Yeah.
Vermintide.
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
there's so few Warhammer games that come out.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a pre on
Well, wait a
Steam
minute.
recently.
I
There's
played.
By the
lots
way,
of-
may I do my Grinch smile for
There's
everybody?
wait a minute. There's lots of Warhammer 40K that comes out.
Right.
Not as many Warhammer games.
Look, man, it's got
But-
Warhammer before it. Yeah.
Well, so this is
Same difference, right?
so yeah, Stormground.
Well,
It's an
40K
RPG,
worth of years.
and it wasn't terribly expensive when I bought it, but I gotta tell you, wow, what a piece of crap.
Really?
Oh yeah. First of all, it's
Oh,
buggy as
check it
fuck.
out now.
I mean, no, it's really buggy. I mean,
fine.
it just crashes out, glitches out all the damn time. So that wasn't particularly good. It's roguelike.
I
So
like roguelikes.
no, not in a game like this. Not a good
Sure, you
I mean,
can totally
not
do it as
in-
a roguelike if you do it right.
Not in
It's
Warhammer.
done right.
Everything should...
if it's done
Rogue
right.
Really?
this is
Really?
not-
They should just call it
this
Rogue
just-
Hammer because it's the original roguelike
This
because you
just
died
it
all the
gets
time.
so damn monotonous
Anyway.
with this
Oh,
because there's
that's
really no
problematic.
point to it. You're really not.
Yeah, that's a problem.
The game gets very repetitive very quickly as a roguelike in this
Did
case.
I already clear out the rats? Well, they're back.
Thank you. It basically
It's a
everything
level
ends up
3
being the
rat.
same.
It's a
So
level
not
3
particularly good this way. They gave you like 3 classes out of all the possible classes. They gave you 3 to start. You know, and I'm sure they were planning on more, but to get the game out, they probably
Like
rushed it out.
races or
Yeah.
classes?
Races. Yeah. So it just
Is the Elder one?
Yes.
Is it really?
No, not really. No, it's the orcs.
You're messing with me.
Right. Yeah, it was the the.
So is it a 40K or a Warhammer?
Warhammer?
Okay.
So-
All right.
Again, just not impressed.
I'll tell you
It
what,
wasn't
though.
really worth the money.
That playing game, what the hell's the name of it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't...
It is
With the
on,
orcs.
It's on my handheld right now because it is epic and it only has the orcs, but it is epically
That's
done.
all you need.
Yeah,
It's
fly
like,
around.
it's like Fly Boys with a Z or
yeah,
something like that.
It's really good. It is really good.
But that's a 4K. That's
I
a
kicked
40K.
Yeah, because
I
they do
kicked
all weird
Ace,
stuff. They have the
yeah.
weird boys.
I kicked
Yeah.
that damn Ace game off my off of my handheld because that game's so good. It just
So yeah, so just not worth
that's
the
what I call
money.
the Steam Deck.
Kind of a
now.
waste
It's
of
a
time.
handheld.
Kind of a waste of
There's
Which
only one.
and again, generally Warhammer games
There's only one.
have a little complexity to them, and they go places. Like I said, between repetitive, kind of dull, buggy. Yeah, they kind of.
Sorry.
The upside is, as you mentioned,
It's cheap though.
wait a month and there'll be a new Warhammer game.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
that's
buy.
true.
So
that is the
that's,
beauty of Warhammer games. So
And Lord only knows what
That's
it be.
probably my biggest
They do all the genres.
because I'm going to agree with you, there were a lot of good games
I
this year.
think so. I think it
So-
was kind of a good year.
Yeah, game wise it was good. Yeah, that was the only one that I got that I really was
But-
disappointed in.
I don't
But that
play
was
a lot
also
of
probably what you
online.
wanted.
And
I don't
Probably
play-
the higher
I only
levels for
play
that
Call
one,
of
too.
Duty.
I
Yeah,
have
I
my
don't
own
think
fan
I know
one,
what.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I play some Halo, but my experience is way too good.
So
It
I
doesn't
don't
feel
get
like
into
work.
the mess of
Halo.
passes
I have
and
fun when I
crap
play
like
Halo,
that.
even when I lose.
I know, I agree with you.
You know what's wrong with that game?
Nothing.
It actually. Well, no. The problem is that it actually relies on some skill.
Yeah.
and not like what server you connect to. I mean,
Right.
You actually have to be good at the game.
Right, and you can't buy a better character in that game.
I do really good on like zone capture games.
Yeah.
Or a
because,
feeling.
I'm willing to throw my
What's
body at it.
Or a feeling.
Yeah, right. No, the game is strictly it's a skill
It's a good
game.
game.
It's a really good game. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
play. As you can tell, I played a shitload.
Yeah, I see you on it every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Rob. Why don't we
I'm
wrap
playing
this?
on a 4-inch screen, so I'm not going to do very well, but it's fun. I
It's
really
just
do
a
have a
fun
lot
game.
of fun playing it.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Why don't we wrap this mess up?
All right, so that was my. I just want to make sure we covered all those bases on.
There's a
Gutter
lot of
Geeks.
bases.
I think
I think that one thing that we've seen a lot less of this year, maybe just to spin
Yeah.
positive, there's been a lot less gatekeeping. One of the
Yeah.
things I really always hated was the people that are like really hating on mobile games all the time. I really hate it when a game comes out on mobile. Why? You don't
It
have to
makes so
fucking
much
buy it,
money.
you idiot.
The mobile market's so huge.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, why not?
It even contributes to the
What-
VR market.
if
because
it
VR
makes it
headsets
so
are
that
based
maybe
on
you-
mobile technology. So.
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
your company comes out with another game that's great because they made some money off of the handheld platform. If the game plays the same, what's the use? I mean, what's the difference?
I found some mobile
Yeah, if you
games
play,
that I really like.
If you play oh god, what's the name of
And
it?
they've been
There's
indie
some
ones.
games I played that are identical on the
Yeah,
on
I
the
bought it a couple
iPad
this
with the
year, too,
joystick.
yeah.
Sure.
Right. And in fact, I'd say, like I said, Call of Duty's way better on an iPad if I'm using an Xbox 360 controller or an Xbox One controller than playing anything on the Xbox
Yeah, but
on
the
there.
360 controller
Because
is
the servers-
better.
The Xbox One controller. Yeah, you're right. The Xbox.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it was made for people.
For
Instead of
human
looking
hands.
good, yeah. It's-
Mhm.
They look a lot better, but they're not as good. But anyway, yeah. No, I think there's been less gatekeeping this year, so
Mhm.
I think that's been really good. There's been a little bit more acceptance across the board of gaming. I think things get a little bit better, as much as I joke about misogyny in Call of Duty, because, Jesus.
Sure.
But
You should
there's
check
a
out
little
Gutter
bit
Geeks.
there's a little bit more acceptance. There's a little bit more, though. It's not. It's got a long way to go. But
Mhm.
and it's not like I said, I don't. It just annoys me. I'm not like particularly sensitive to that stuff.
Right.
I know it sounds like it maybe in this particular
No, I think
episode, but
you're-
it's just so obvious that I find it annoying. I find it
Sure.
insulting to my intelligence that somebody actually thinks I believe it. And there's a lot of things that are going on that way, but that's the big turkey. Insulting my damn intelligence by thinking I'm not sure whether they're that stupid or whether they think I'm that stupid. I'm not sure which is more insulting,
Say,
honestly.
Yeah.
You think? Is it that the people really believe that, or they think you'll believe that?
I don't know.
Which one's more
It's hard to
insulting? That's a big question for all you
Hard to tell.
our many listeners
Right.
and viewers.
Well, we'll
after
leave
this.
that question for next year.
Leave that one.
Right, well,
Feel free to
hey.
comment in the thing. Don't do it on iTunes. I don't want to hear any more of your crap on iTunes. Anyway, I don't want to hear your opinions on iTunes anymore. Yeah, archive or YouTube. Buzz off. No, I'm just kidding. I drank too much, I think.
All right.
So
Anyway.
we're taking a few weeks off.
We are
And,
taking a few weeks off. You're gonna get a whole bunch, a mega slew of interviews that I have.
Including a fanboy interview I want you to watch.
She's talking about Seppi, right?
No, well
That's
that's
what I
that.
know.
We fanboy
I
on
know.
him too,
I know.
but then we had some
That was
special
pretty
guests
fun.
on the show at Gamehole this year, and man, we geeked the fuck out with it when they were on the show. So.
There's a lot of really
Yeah.
good interviews coming up. They'll be actually this is going to be on iTunes too, sadly, and all the podcasting places. But yeah, they'll be coming out next few weeks. We're gonna be,
Excellent.
like really jamming. You're going to be seeing a whole lot of them. Then we're going to come back.
2.
We're going to come back. It's the week before, isn't it? No, it is the week of.
It's the week of.
The week of Brown Liquor Christmas,
I
which is
know.
going to be insane.
I'm so excited about that.
There's going to be a lot of Atari.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there will be. So Brown Liquor Christmas is coming up. That'll be the next live show we do.
Yep.
We will do some live broadcasting from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the guys gave the beer crew is going to be in Japan by this time next week.
Yeah.
Well, we'll actually be on the plane by this time next week.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
but we will be in Japan. We will definitely be showing you some. I know that some of us at least are going to be looking for some new gaming systems and some.
This
Oh,
time
remind me,
we
I
will
gotta get
be
you-
in Japan. It'll just be a
I
different
give you
day.
guys some
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah, so we will.
PSP,
We're gonna
big
be
deal.
hitting all the cool little places, trying to find some uniquely Japanese gaming stuff to bring back with us. So we'll definitely cover that as we do it live. And then again, we'll come back to Brown Liquor Christmas.
Which is gonna
Brown liquor Christmas.
Are we?
Brown Liquor Christmas.
Which is going to be amazing this year.
be,
Yeah, I
should be a
bet
good
it
one.
is, especially with my movie.
We're back to
choices.
full force, which is gonna be good,
Yes.
and it's gonna be yeah, there's gonna be stuff.
All right, Rob, take us out of this mess.
All right, I want to thank you guys very much for watching Guys, Games, and Beer. This is every episode is proudly
Proudly, go with proudly. Go with
Probably
proudly.
brought to you by Lionheart Racing. Lionheart Racing, all the joy of racing without the rubber hot dogs. You can check them out, by the way, if you go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Take a look on the top right-hand corner of the screen,
And look
and
for that.
boom!
Yeah, and not
Click
just
right
that.
through.
Look for that really cool logo on with the cars.
That is absolutely true. There, if you look hard enough, you will find a G2B logo on a car.
Yeah.
It's true.
Could happen. It could happen. You could be the one who spotted it. Spotted it.
Spotted it.
Spotted
You've
it.
had too much to drink.
Boy, usually this doesn't affect me much.
What
But
was
it's low
Some
alcohol.
say-
All that
shit.
salt.
Some
Like me, huh?
session.
Drying you out.
Drive me out.
You're gonna be like one of those black.
I ate.
Black limes.
Black limes. soda.
I ate like one. I ate a yogurt for breakfast and then didn't eat anything till I got home.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah,
That's
that
That's
could be.
fine.
How you do
Anyway.
it?
All right, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Please do us a big favor if you're on YouTube right now.
Right now?
Do us a favor. Give us that thumbs up. Subscribe for more. If you are listening to us later on any of the podcasting places, hey, there's a subscribe button there, and do us a big favor. Give us our ratings and do a comment or two. And if you're listening to us on Facebook, well, I feel sorry for you. Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, folks, have a good one.
Later, all.
Later.
Everybody else.
Guys, Games, and Beer.
G2B battle pass.
The G2B battle. If you act right now, you get the G2B.
40 extra now.